So besides LASIK, Botox, getting your teeth fixed to Invisalign, a Groupon-based nose job, would you ever do any cosmetic surgeries? Hi everybody, welcome back to the JK But Gay Show, where we're talking all about aging, and there's no one better for me to be doing this with than my old best friend. So hi Jake.
Oh. Hello Kendrick.
How are you?
I'm feeling young.
Are you feeling out of place? I think it's because you're in my chair.
Right, well, I'm sinking in your chair.
Oh. That feels a little loose.
I feel the dents.
That's what an ass feels like. That's what a real ass feels like.
Girl,
we're switching spots just to see how things look and adjusting, making some changes as we adjust to the show. But how was your week?
It was good. I actually I should say it was actually very exhausting. So we moved.
Oh yeah.
We're in the process of moving from one house to another, but there's a gap. And so right now we're living with my mom. Yeah. And I'm in my childhood bedroom, so it's interesting.
With your man in your childhood bedroom?
Girl. Taking me back. now I don't gotta sneak out.
Oh.
We can just have fun.
Yeah, I was like, let's stop right there.
Right. So that is for the uncut.
Yeah. We really wanted to talk about this topic because this is something that the gay community goes through a lot or like deals with a lot is the aspect of aging. So we thought it was be really exciting for us to talk about it. So are you excited to talk about it?
I am. I'm excited to talk about it from the perspective of like aging ourselves, but also like the newer generation also and how that's making us feel even more a certain way or not.
Do you have an example of that?
Yes. So it actually, there's two. Okay. Because right now we have like an intern at work and the way that like, just the way that they're talking. I'm like,
Cap.
All of that.
I don't know what that means. What does cap mean?
Cap, no cap means like no lie.
Yeah, but cap is
cap is like you're lying.
Yeah.
Cap.
Like you're overdoing it, right? Like you're fronting.
I don't know.
Like you're fronting.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
To this day, I'm just like,
what are the other
Riz, Rizzy?
What does Riz mean?
Riz is like,
what the helly?
What the helly? Oh my God. The way I be saying that, just to feel young again. Did I tell you where I heard that?
At the barbershop, no?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And my barber is 20. So I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he's 20. So
you let someone younger than you cut your hair?
Yeah.
Explains a lot.
You're like, that's why your hair looks so young. And then you look at me.
My barber's younger than me, but he has 3 kids. Like he's well established.
Oh, got it. No, he's like very young.
Oh,
but he bought a car recently. I was like, oh my gosh.
What a career though.
Yeah, I was like,
because barber's an amazing career.
Yeah, and like the fact that he bought a car himself.
Yeah.
He was at I think at that point 19, and he was 20 already, I think. But I'm like, damn, I didn't buy my first car. Like me buying my car first I was like 23 maybe?
Yeah, same.
Or 24?
Same.
Around there, but
anyway.
I was like, damn. But yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, so those things make you feel old.
Yeah, but like the slang, I guess now for Gen Z and alphas, like when I talk to my nephews, I'm like, what did you just say?
Yeah.
Like speak English.
Yeah.
There's another one. Skibbity.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Wow.
Skibbity, like the other day he was like skibbity pizza and I'm like, do you want pizza or not? Like,
does that mean yes or no?
I have no idea.
For me, it's there's a new TikTok trend where people post the song that was #1 the day that they were born. And I was scrolling and there was this guy that had Baby Boy from Beyonce. And I was like,
Baby boy,
my God. And then he was like big and like muscular and he had like a nice body. Like he looked like a grown man. He was a grown man. But I was like.
But he was like younger 20s probably?
Yes. But I was like, what do you mean this is the song that was out when he was 20? I think he had been 21 because that was 2004.
I thought it was, okay, yeah.
So I'm like, what? Like that made me feel old. Then someone had Irreplaceable. And I was like, I was in high school with Irreplaceable. That's wild.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. I'm trying to remember mine. Mine, Jump. Crisscross. Make a buddy one. That
was the song that was #1 when you were?
Yeah, when I was born.
Mine was Save the Best for Last by Vanessa Williams, but I don't know that. I don't know that song. Maybe someone does. Maybe if someone listens, they'll know what the.
He's like, maybe someone who's older knows.
Yeah. Do you ever have conversations with younger? You said your nephews. I had a conversation one time with this guy, and I didn't realize he was as young as. I knew he was younger, but I just didn't know. And he asked me. He was like, "Wait, do you remember 9/11?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And he was like, "Oh no, I was like 1 when it happened." And I felt so old. I'm like, what do you mean? And you know how I know that they weren't around then? Because they joke about 9/11.
Oh my God.
The younger generations joke about 9/11 like for everything. It's like a joke to them.
Yes.
And I'm like, I like clench my pearls.
You're like, you'll never understand.
Right. About what that did to us.
Yeah, the trauma.
They don't know what it's like to be able to walk your guests to the gate at the airport.
Right.
Remember those days?
Right. And then like you watch like the older show, like Friends,
Yeah.
for example, and like they're actually going to the gate and it's like.
Yeah. Or Home Alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
just like running.
Gate. Yeah.
They're just like running inside and I'm like, I mean, you do that, but you have to go through security first.
Yeah, yeah, but but aging is something I really wanted to talk about because I think, and I'm excited to talk about this with you because you and I feel like we have the same idea about aging. I don't think we're scared of aging.
Absolutely not. I'm excited.
I'm married to someone who is. That's why it's interesting to me.
Whenever you see him, if you see his husband, ask him his age.
Yeah, yeah. But I think for him, it's because of the industry he's in, and you can be almost aged out in that industry.
Oh, got it.
And there's always seeing who's fresh and who's new, and so I think that's probably where it came from. I think it gave him a complex.
Got it. That's gonna be us.
Yeah,
the podcast.
That's gonna be us at the podcast, and we have younger than us.
We're like, oh.
Do you get offended when someone calls you sir? I love it.
I don't.
I love it.
I don't think it's not that I get offended. I'm just like, just call me Jake. Or like, I understand the respectful part of it all, but I'm just like.
I say yes, sir, to you. And you always make fun of me when I do.
Yeah, and I'm like,
yeah,
just say yes.
Yeah, but you don't like, you just.
I don't know.
I love it.
Or like when someone says like Mr. Reina Casanova, I'm like.
Ooh, no, I love being called Mr. Vela.
It's not about like, I don't feel old. And I understand it's the respectful part of everything.
Yeah.
I understand that component, but I'm also like, just call me Jake. I don't know. Maybe it's more of a comfortability thing of like, I'm just Jake. I'm not above you. I'm not below you. I'm here with you type of deal.
Yeah.
And it's like, just call me Jake.
But I would call someone sir no matter the situation. Even if they were, like if there was a hierarchy involved, I would still call somebody sir. I don't know. I have a complex about it because when I moved, and the reason why I don't tell people these days is because when I moved to DC, people were so ugly about that to me.
About being called sir.
About me saying sir.
Oh, like they wanted you to say sir.
No, they were like, why do you say sir? It's a very Texas thing. It's a very Texas thing to say sir.
As far as the respect.
Correct. And so growing up, I always said it. Do you say yes sir growing up? Would you say yes sir to people?
I was told like, no, it's yes sir, no sir, no ma'am, yes ma'am.
Same. And you would?
I would. And then like I got out of it, but it's because of how I feel. So I'm like, yes.
You know what I noticed? My brothers and I still do that.
Yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir.
We still do that to this day.
Oh.
To this day. We still do that. My oldest brother, I think, is probably the most well-mannered of all of us. And he does that. He's very specific about that. And I still do that when I'm speaking to someone who's older.
Oh.
I say
I really don't.
Especially.
It sounds bad, but I don't.
Especially if I'm meeting them. Like if I'm meeting them, if they're like my dad's friends or my mom's friends, it's always yes sir, yes ma'am.
Oh,
no,
see,
ma'am.
I'm not, even then I'm just like, yes, no. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
For me, it's not, that's not as bad as when like, then irks me. Yeah, irks me. But back to the story that I was saying though, like when I lived in DC, people were so ugly to me about it. Like they were like, ew, why are you saying sir? Like you can just say yes. Like ugly to me. Especially at work.
I wouldn't respond like that.
People were ugly to me. And I was like, you know what? When I grow up, if someone calls me this, I'm gonna be totally fine with it. Like I'm not gonna give them any shit. Because it's a respect thing. It's like it's a respect, and then our cultures too. I think for me it's my culture.
Which I completely understand. But also I think I don't know why. Like it just and it's happened, it's more so recently, like as a boss. And like when my team members will be like, yes, sir, even like yes, boss, I'm like, oh, don't call me that. Like,
well, and then you wonder what they're doing. I had a direct report that like when I would send a message on Teams, he would respond with the emoji that went like this, and that would irk me. Because that's the same thing, yes sir.
Yeah.
But he's like I would give him instructions, right, and he would respond like that. Like, this is a long time ago.
I got it.
This was like COVID years, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. This is my previous
I feel
job.
like that would irk me too.
Yeah, it almost felt like, especially because I'm a lot of times when I'm working with my direct reports, I don't give them directives. It's very rare that I give them a directive. It's like, this is what I would do in that situation. It's so you can build their skills alone.
Oh, yes.
That's what I try to do is like, here's what I would do in this situation. Right. But if there's another way that works better for you, do it. Oh. And so that helped. But so then when he would do that, it would irk me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
that's interesting because I think, especially as it relates to like my employees, I hate saying that. My team members, I don't really give directives. I'll be like, oh, well, what would you do?
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Oh, that's condescending.
I would do that. And then I'll say like, well, what about this? This will make it a little bit easier.
Oh, okay.
Because I also want them to I want to give them the space to kind of, what is the word?
Work through it?
Yes, but like, critical thinking, like think about like what the problem is or what we're talking about.
Right.
And then like kind of work through it rather than me telling them from the beginning.
If you were single, would you date someone younger?
I think so.
What would be your line?
As of today.
Yeah.
Okay. So today
you're
I'm
right,
30.
47 years old.
I look good for 47 then, B. As of today, as a 33-year-old, I would maybe, 25, I guess, would be like the youngest.
Okay.
Although, like, if someone's 23 and they're very mature, for me, it's more of like the maturity thing.
Really?
Yeah. Like, if they're mature and younger, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
What about you?
Probably like 27.
That would be your youngest.
Yeah.
Like, what if someone was like 25, checked all the boxes? Like, what if you met your husband today and he was 25?
I don't know. Because for me, I'm like, what do you have to talk about?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's a separation generation.
Right.
Where I'm like,
you gotta explain 9/11 to them.
Right. I don't want to have to explain 9/11 to anybody.
Right. Meanwhile, he could be joking about it.
Right. And not to say that they can't be mature. I just think like I think you build better bonds with people that you have things in common with. An example of that, my husband and I are 2 days apart.
Yeah.
We're literally 48 hours apart.
That is wild.
Yeah. We're 48 hours apart. And then my best friends, us four, we're 3 months apart.
Exactly.
We're all within 3 months.
Within 3 months, yeah.
And so I think that's why we get along so well. Is because we kind of get all the same cultural references. Your mic is a mess. We get all the same cultural references. And
sorry, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. I love being called sir. I love being called sir. I know we're dabbling in some off topics right now, but yeah, no, I love being called sir. I love it. I love it. I love being called Mr. Vela too. Love being called Mr. Vela.
There's a movie I can't remember. The Blind Side, when Michael he says like, oh, Mrs. Orr, and he's like, call me mom, call me I forgot her name.
That's my mother-in-law.
But exactly. Don't call me Miss Tooley. That's my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of how I am.
But no one is Mr. Raina Casanova.
Exactly. No one's me.
Excuse me.
Damn.
But yeah, no, I was wondering because about the dating part, because I always wonder when I see someone like I have a friend who recently joined the dating scene again at our age. And I was wondering that because that's what they were asking me if there was like an age limit. And I'm like, for me, I think there is. I think there is. I think you just lose. What are we going to talk about?
I get that. But I think also like if there is a maturity level, see, I think that's where my mind goes. Like if they're able to keep up or like, I know that sounds really, my breath. If they're able to have like the conversations that I would like to have also.
Yeah.
Like if we're able to meet each other essentially.
Yeah, but you make it seem like you'd be having mature ass conversations. I can talk about a bar of soap with you all day and it'd be fine.
And we'll keep the entire day about that bar of soap.
That's all we're gonna talk about is that bar of soap. But yeah, okay. So I want to talk a little bit more in the next segment about the in between years because I think it's
the in between.
Yeah, I think for what I wanted to say too is that I feel like gays a lot of times feel like we have an expiration date.
Right.
And
I feel like that's a huge culture thing in the community.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
where's it come from?
We'll get to it. I really don't know.
I think it comes from, I think it's generational. I think it's been passed around, passed down, not passed around.
Not passed around party bottom.
Most of our audience does not know what a passed around party bottom is. So you'll be fine. My mom listens to this show. She's gonna be like, Googling. Do not Google this.
Oh my God. Speaking about Googling.
Uh-oh, what happened? No, you cannot say that.
Oh my God. If y'all if any of our audience members shares a Google account with somebody else, whether it's work or personal, just know that if you Google search something, good or bad, the other people will see what you Google searched.
Jake is nosy. Mind your business, Jake. Mind your business. You handled that really well. I love the way you delivered that just now. Because no one explicitly, you have to think about what we were talking about. Yes. And I love that. Yes. You know what? High five. You did a good job on that one. But we'll talk about it more.
I'm channeling Kendrick today. I feel old as fuck.
It's the chair.
I'm feeling old.
We'll talk about it a little bit more when we come back.
We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, just a quick reminder, if you're watching, don't forget to like the video. And if you're listening, leaving us a review goes a long way. But honestly, the biggest way you've helped us grow so far is by sharing the show. So if you're loving it, send it to someone that you think would love it too. Now back to the show.
And we're back.
Yeah.
So before we left, we wanted to talk about like the gay culture and getting really deep, and we're gonna hold on to that. We're gonna take a deep dive as it relates to aging, and being gay Latino men.
Yeah.
But for you, I'm curious if as you're aging, do you feel like you're behind in any sense? Like whether it's your work, your career, your life in general, financially, any of that. I'm curious if you have ever felt behind.
You know, when I was younger, I had a lot of goals of like, I have to be this by this age. And I feel like when you're younger, you do that, right? You're like, I want to be married by this age.
Is that a Latino thing?
I want to have kids by this age. I think that's just a people thing.
I guess so. Yeah.
I think it's just like a life goals thing.
Yeah.
I think it's just people making life goals. So I wanted to, I graduated college when I was 21. I graduated with my master's at 23. So I was like really young when I was like, okay.
You're like 20 or something.
Yeah. I had just turned 21 though. You were about to turn 22, right?
No, I'm a year younger. I mean, not a year, but like I was like, when I graduated college, I was 20. I was still 20.
When you graduated college?
Yes.
That's not right.
No. I was 21.
Okay.
About to turn 22.
That's
like
what I just
a month
said.
later.
That's literally what I started with.
Oh, wait, but you graduated when you were 21.
Yeah, I graduated a year early. I did college in 3 years.
Oh, that's what threw me off.
Yeah.
I thought you were calling me old.
No, you're just dumb.
You're quick, bitch.
What about
I
you?
couldn't even come back from that
Do you
one.
feel behind? Did you ever feel behind?
There are days where I have felt behind. Yes.
And what?
I think career-wise, there are moments where I feel like I'm behind. But as everyone has realized, like I'm very hard on myself.
Yeah.
I think that's where it comes from. It's not necessarily like I'm behind. Well, I feel behind, but it's also because I'm so hard on myself. I push myself. Like I want to be specifically somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, where whether it's a salary, like the actual dollar amount.
I feel like we always feel that way though. I always feel that way.
I do. Yeah. And that may be more of like a generational thing.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I don't feel like.
Or people aren't getting paid their worth. Maybe that could be what it is. But yeah, so you have felt. So what are you chasing?
That is a fantastic question. Because I really don't think I'm chasing. Like if I dig deep down, I can probably say like maybe I am chasing the dollar.
Okay.
But it's more of like I want to be as successful as I can.
Yeah.
And I say that I'm definitely one of those like
you're literally buying your second house while we're recording this.
This is true. But even then,
but was that one of your goals though? Because like for me, I don't own a home, but it's we want to, but it's not. It's for me. That's not an indicator for me of where my life is.
It's funny because I don't think it's an indicator.
I don't think it is either for you.
Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my Lord. I don't think it's an indicator, but it's and like on the financial side, like as it relates to like buying a house, like you know, I'm renting out my current house, and then I'm buying it. We're buying our second house, and I love that, and I'm like super excited for that, and you know, thinking about it as far as like, oh, I'm doing this with my husband, like that's exciting, but also as I think about my career, when I'm definitely guilty of this, and I say not to do it, but like I'm definitely guilty of comparing myself with other people around me.
Really?
Yeah. I'll see like
who?
Like even like with you, like if I compare myself with you as far as like where you're
but you're setting yourself up for failure if you compare yourself to me.
I know. Oh, I thought you meant me answering too soon.
You need to stop comparing to me, Jake, because you'll never win.
Never be me.
You'll never be satisfied with your life. If you continue down this track, I'm telling you as your best friend, Jake, as your best friend, you've got to stop comparing yourself to me.
But
immediately.
It's all of it.
Really?
It's like you. It's like and
it's not envy because I would be able to feel that.
Right, and it's never that. But I think
makes you question what are you doing with your life.
It's more about me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I be at a certain why can't I be at a certain level? And it's not even just like
because you can't do what the fuck I do, Jake. Damn.
No, but it can also be like influencers. We'll use them for example, right?
Okay.
Like a lot of them are younger, and I'm like, damn, they have this huge ass fucking mansion in LA. They're 22, making millions of dollars.
They're hustling.
Okay, of course, and I don't see that.
Right.
And so that's a whole different topic, right? But
Right.
I think I get trapped sometimes in comparing myself of being like, why can't I do things like that? But it's like, I guess I kind of am, like in my own way.
Yeah.
So going back to like, do I feel like I'm behind? There are times where I'm like, I would love to be like have a title as a director already.
Yeah.
Why don't I? So then I start thinking about that, and I'm like,
Because you've been in the same job for 7 years?
damn. Did y'all hear him? He wants me to leave.
No, I'm just saying sometimes to get what you want. Remember I told you this. Sometimes we talked about it last week too. Sometimes you have to. That's why I've jumped around the way that I have because I'm like, if you're not going to give me my worth here, I'm going to go somewhere else. Not that you're not getting your worth. I'm saying for me, in my case. Right.
But there are times where I'm like, I will, and I'm very guilty of being that person of like, listen to what I say, not what I do.
Yeah, because they say not as you do.
Yeah, I'm very. I compare myself to others. I'm like,
that's so interesting
to me.
I
have this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's all internalized.
Yeah,
I'm saying it literally for the first time right now out loud. But like, I really don't. I get trapped in that sometimes.
Yeah,
but I don't necessarily take it out.
And it's not paralyzing.
It's not. It's definitely not. That's
probably not the best word. Debilitating for you.
Right. I understand what you're saying, or I understand what you're saying, and it's more of like it gives me that motivation.
Yeah.
That's really what it does. I'm like, I want to keep trying. I want to keep doing better. I want to keep growing myself, and so it gives me that. But at the end of the day, like there are times where I'm like, I feel like I should be ahead in different things. Again, whether it's my job, I feel like I hit the absolute jackpot as it relates to like love. Like,
oh yeah,
I found my husband super young.
Same.
And so like you mentioned earlier, like I cannot imagine being in the dating world right now.
It's tough.
It is. I mean, we don't know, but we can imagine. I can imagine. Right? Yeah, like it just seems like it seems toxic. It just seems like it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm so glad I have my husband because I really don't know where I would be.
That's the part where I feel most like where I need to be in life is in the love aspect.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
Yeah. Especially because I didn't want to get married too young. I wanted the age that I got married is when I wanted to get married. I didn't want to get married too young and not have a chance to explore. Not that you can't. And I think my husband and I are really good. Both of us are really good about like life doesn't end at marriage. And I think I grew up with a lot of people, or when I was in college and stuff, all my former friends or my friends, they all have, I feel like a bunch of them who got married before me, I felt like their life sort of stopped when they got married.
Yeah.
And so
I feel like
ours has flourished.
I feel like I can speak for both of us. Like, it has definitely flourished since we got married.
Yeah.
And you were 30 when you got married?
Yes.
29, 30? Yeah. And I was 25.
Yeah.
But even then I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And like it for me, it was more of like, oh, now I can grow old with this person.
Yeah.
And I'm extremely excited for that.
Yeah.
Like all the things that are going to come, good and bad. Like I really love that.
Yeah.
I think that's also, maybe I'm gonna speak for myself, but I want to get your thoughts also. But I feel like that also has made me less scared to grow old.
Same.
Or to age. Like
having y'all has made me less scared to age. Having genuine friends has made me less scared to age.
Oh.
Yeah. What's wrong?
I don't know why that got me emotional.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, because you have someone that you can grow old with, and but it also makes me cherish because life is really short, and so you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of every opportunity to just love yourself. But in career, I don't think I've ever felt behind. Yes, I have. I've felt behind a lot, but recently in my current job, I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I think it's because I've reached a point where I have established a really good work-life balance.
Yep.
I'm doing work that I love. I'm able to do all the things that I want to at work while being able to do all the things I want to do at home.
Yeah.
And so I think that's probably why I don't feel behind. But I don't think in any space I don't feel behind. I think I really appreciate my journey and know that like all of it is where it needs to happen and when it needs to happen. Maybe I'm trying to think if there's any other moments where I felt like this, but no, I don't think so. I think I feel like I'm good. But on that point though, I also think that no one, I don't think anybody told me this, or maybe I wasn't paying attention, but the 30s are so much better than your 20s.
Girl, your 30s, for me, my 30s is my 20s with money.
Yes. I'm having way more fun in my 30s than I had in my 20s.
Traveling, being able to go out if we want to, dinners.
Even being in control of your life. Like, I think for me, the way that I pick up habits and the way things that I'm learning and like finding a good work-life balance, all of those things are just like, your 30s are amazing. We're only 3 years. True. We're only 3 years in, but the 30s are amazing.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Keep me here.
Yeah.
But then watch when we get to 40s, we're like, keep me here.
But that's the thing though, is that I feel like a lot of people are like, my husband does not like his age. He doesn't. He's like Mariah Carey. He says he has anniversaries, not birthdays. He does not like his age. And I love it. I love my age.
I love it.
And I love being able to grow. And I think because each year, something that I wanted to talk about too, is that I think a lot of times once we reach a certain point in our careers and in our lives, we stop dreaming and we stop coming up with goals. And I think that's why the podcast has been so much fun for me. And remember, I told you this.
Yes, very early on.
The very first day we launched, on our very first launch day, when we were getting amazing feedback, and I was super emotional. And I called you and was like, I think the reason why I feel this way is because I think oftentimes people stop dreaming. And we just created a new goal for ourselves of like, hey, let's do this and see how it works. And it's been the most excited I've been about something in a long time.
Yes. I remember telling you that early on. I was like, I haven't been this excited for something in such a long time.
Yeah.
Because we were, and not that our lives weren't exciting.
No.
But it was just like we were in our routine.
We were living.
Mm-hmm. But I think to your point, it's like we lost like our, I don't want to say ability.
It's a drive.
Yeah.
Or like excitement.
We lost that excitement as it relates to having a dream or a goal or like starting something new.
You know, something that's really interesting that I remember all of the time is you've seen Paris is Burning, right?
Yes.
And Paris is Burning, Dorian Gray, which is one of the trans women that's in there, the sort of older woman with the beautiful hair. She's a redhead.
Yes. Okay.
She talks about in there, she's like, when you're younger, you have all these dreams of where you're going to be. And as you get older, you realize that those dreams aren't going to come true. And that stuck with me for such a long time because I'm like, you know what? We continue to give ourselves goals. We continue ourselves to like letting ourselves grow. And I think that's probably why we love our age or are not scared of our age because we continue to make each year better.
Yeah. Every year, I feel like it just gets better and better.
I remember last year, I had really hit a point of my work where it was going really well. I was like, my habits, you know me, I love my habits. I'm always picking up a new habit to do each day or each week. And I had really reached a peak of like understanding myself and understanding life. And I was like, how am I going to top that? In 2025, I'm like, we are freaking doing it.
Yes.
We are doing
I love it.
Especially because this wasn't planned. The podcast. If you told us a year ago, we would have been like, what?
Yeah. I would never believe.
Me either.
You couldn't tell me like,
me either.
Next year you're gonna be on all over YouTube, all over your social media. Because I wasn't a social media girl, so now here we are.
And you would have been like, what does that mean?
Right. I'm like, how does that work?
I don't even have a YouTube.
I'm like, Kendrick,
what are some of the YouTubes?
The YouTube, the Google.
Yeah.
What's something that you don't like about your 30s? If anything.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything I don't like about my 30s. Let me think. I think the people around me that I love getting older.
Like seeing them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you speaking more like family?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And the good thing about that is that I know I'm blessed, and I know I'm blessed to have my parents and my siblings and everybody around me. But I know that my parents aren't there yet, thankfully. But your body starts to stop working in some aspects.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And that part I think is because I know as I'm growing more and I have more ability, people around me that I love are going to have less ability.
Yep.
And that's probably, I haven't experienced it yet, but that was the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, that was so damn.
What?
Yeah, that was deep. That was, and I didn't even think of that. I thought something a little bit more, not selfish, but I thought I'll get to it. But to your point, like, yes, like that is, there are days where like, whenever like we're hanging out with family, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I think what also, it exacerbates it for me because like, since I've lost my dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like.
At a young age, your dad was young, right?
Yeah, he was 64.
Yeah.
And so like, I think about that. And then I look around at my tios and tias and I'm like, Oh my gosh. Like even, and I recently lost my aunt too, my mom's sister. And like, it's just like, dang, like that is the one thing that I really do also dislike. Cause like, even just seeing them and I'm like, oh my gosh, like we have like the health issues or, you know, just whatever may happen. And like, even with my grandma, like she had COVID recently and I was like so scared. I got nervous. I got really nervous. She's 96.
How old is your abuelita? Yeah, she's 96.
She's 96 and she got COVID and I was like, holy fuck. Like she's fine now.
Right.
But it's just scary. It's just scary. Like thinking about things like that. But I will say for me also that in my 30s, like, bitch, I can be stretching and then I like hurt myself.
You're old, girl.
I remember I was literally at the gym and I was stretching to begin working out and like something happened with my knee. I was literally just like leaning over to stretch and then my knee started hurting and I'm like, and it hurt for like 2 days. And I was like,
another thing too, I think that thinking about my 30s, one of the hardest parts about thinking about my 30s is having the people that left this world and no longer being able to enjoy my newfound love for life with them. Like I think specifically about, I don't know if I've ever told you, I have a really good friend of mine that passed when I was 21. His name was Joseph.
Yes.
And he had come out probably like 8 months before he passed. And
that's like a different level too.
I think about him all the time because it's like, I wish he would be around to see all the things that I wasn't out around him. And so we obviously knew, I think we knew with each other, but that's a really hard part because you're like, man, I want to show like the things that I love now. Like my aunt that passed, I know she would absolutely love the show.
Yeah.
I know for a fact she would have been watching the show am I making you emotional?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
You want to keep going?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about what's making me emotional.
And I think that's the hard part is that I think about these moments and I have to tell myself like I can feel them everywhere though. So I think that's what helps me is I can feel my aunt, I can feel Joseph, I can feel them around me at all times and sort of protecting me. But,
yeah. Oh, I love that. And I'm really getting really emotional too, just because like when I'm buying my second house and when I bought my first house, my dad was very instrumental to help me of like, you know, he was a contractor. So he made sure everything was like in place. Like he added insulation where we needed it. He added, you know, like the blocks for our ceiling fans in our rooms and everything. And now that we're buying our second house, there are days where I'm just like, gosh, like, and my brother's my realtor.
Yeah.
He wasn't a realtor until really recent. Mm-hmm. So like that adds another layer of like, I know he's looking down at us. Right. And that is my belief, but I just
your
wish
dad's everywhere.
Here. Yeah.
I told you that all the time.
He is. And you know what? It was fun. Not funny. But when at one point, I don't know if I ever told you this. I think I may have mentioned it, but like when we were looking at houses, one of the very first times we went, Roger and I were like questioning whether we wanted to or not. And we went to go see houses. And then we got out of the car and there was two cardinals.
Oh.
And then my brother, I saw it and I got emotional myself. And then my brother walks up, like we got there together. And then he walks up to me. He was like, "Did you see the cardinals?"
Aww.
And I'm like, "Oh."
You're like, yes, but keep walking.
Like, yes, let's just go see this house.
Yeah.
Like, come on. But I think that's also, to your point, like that is the worst part about growing up or like aging, the circle of life. Like that's just going to happen. And I get it, but like it just still hurts in those moments where I'm like, I wish my dad was here, but I know he's excited for us still.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's different.
Right.
Obviously. But
he's like watching you try to do the contractor stuff and he's like, what the hell? This child learned nothing. He learned nothing from me.
He's like, this was your first job and you learned shit.
You watch me do this day in and day out and you can't see how messed up this is?
I know.
Gosh, but thinking about going to a little bit of a brighter topic, or just much more interesting to this sort of niche of the, to the gay world that we're in. Do you ever feel pressured to look young?
As it relates to the gay culture, yes.
Really?
I do. So I don't think I don't fall into it. But
no, you don't.
I feel like in the culture itself, there is an urge to constantly look young.
Where do you think that comes from?
I really don't know.
It's a little bit of desirability. It's like our thesis for the podcast.
Literally, like why?
Yeah.
The why. If then. Yeah. But I do, I don't know. Like I'm definitely not afraid of aging.
Me either.
I don't even. Does death scare you? That's really random, and I got really deep. But
ooh,
I will say
not like it used to.
Yeah, it doesn't scare me at all.
When you have people pass, it kind of lifts a burden,
right,
of that, because
completely.
I think the fear of being
true.
alone, it's a little bit of almost something to look forward to.
Yeah,
almost
like you being alone.
No, looking forward to like someone's on the other side. I get to see them again.
Got it. Damn, that's deep.
And I think when you lose people, that's what, especially because I feel them all the time.
Yes.
I feel them all the time. You
Same.
cannot, absolutely believe in an afterlife, but because I feel it all around me.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that eventually.
Yeah. Well, death, but
yeah. No, I want to talk about like spirituality and the way that I, that I feel things. Yeah, I got a fifth sense. Would you let me talk about that?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll wait till Dia de los Muertos, which would be amazing.
We should. Yes. Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Season 1.5.
But so you do feel pressured.
Yeah, I feel, again, I feel it. I don't fall into it, but I feel like as a culture itself, there is a pressure, or there is a, like you said, like that desirability to want to be young.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, whatever.
You know what actually doesn't bother me though? I don't mind being called daddy.
Oh, even if they're like around the same age?
No, if we're around the same age, don't call me daddy. If you're older than me, sir.
What is it that you like about it?
I don't know.
Like, because I know you told me
maybe it's like the dominance thing.
Okay, I know you've also told me like you find older men attractive.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
I mean, not that I don't find them attractive, but like
I find older men attractive. I do. I think I'm not like way older. Maybe like 10 years or so. Like people in their 40s, and I think it is the wisdom part. It's the wisdom part.
Yes.
I can feel the wisdom, and yeah.
Is that all you can feel?
You tried it. You tried it. I'm a married woman. I am happily married. Anyway.
But to your point though, like I when I grow up, when I get your age.
When I grow up, I want to be famous.
Oh, now we stop.
And cut.
And period. No, but when I grow up, I want to be like, have you ever looked at like an older man and you're like, oh, I know he was hot when he was young.
Yes, but they are also hot then.
Yes, but like you
ages.
Just, you know, they're hot now, but you also know like that they were hot. When they were young.
I'm just gonna listen, see where you're going with this.
And I want to be that.
Oh,
like
okay.
when I grow up,
you are gonna be that.
You're right.
But I think they're gonna look back at the way you look right now more than they would look back at how you looked in your 20s. I think we haven't peaked yet. I'm serious.
There's more to come.
Do you agree?
Yeah. Oh, I think we are absolutely fine wine.
Oh no, that's right. Fine. We're not aging yet.
We're just growing gracefully. We're growers, not showers.
I was like, growing gracefully.
He called me spoiled milk.
But anyway, so I do have a question for you on the topic of aging and like besides, thinking about like just how our bodies are going to age.
Right.
So besides LASIK and Botox and getting your teeth fixed to Invisalign and a Groupon-based nose job, would you ever do any cosmetic surgeries?
Yeah, but you tried it.
Would you ever do a cosmetic surgery, Jake?
To answer your question, yes.
The reason why he's laughing is because Jake has done.
It was not a Groupon nose job.
Jay got his nose job done on Groupon.
No,
Jay got a nose job. First of all,
I did not.
You should have seen his before. I miss his before nose. It was my favorite. Your before nose is my absolute favorite. I miss her. I miss her.
It was a septoplasty, not a rhinoplasty.
It helped.
No, I didn't come out all bruised.
Oh,
they didn't break my nose.
They should have. So answer my question though. Would you get cosmetic?
Yes.
Well, besides the work that you've already had done, would you? I mean that honestly. Those are things that you've actually had done.
Botox.
So you didn't get a nose job on Groupon?
No, I didn't.
You got LASIK on Groupon?
No, I didn't. I did not. Okay, the story goes.
Story time.
The story is, I was looking on Groupon. I'll give you that. I was looking on Groupon and I was like, I wanted to get LASIK because I was tired of having. I just hated like contacts and glasses.
Right.
I was over it. So I was looking on Groupon and I saw like that they offered like coupons on on Groupon. And so instead of getting it through Groupon, I called the LASIK company, or it was Eye Institute of Houston, and I called them and I was like, hey, I know y'all have this promo going. Can you honor it if I just go directly through y'all? And they said yes. And so I paid the same amount that I would have if I got
y'all. If you're trying to get LASIK, don't look on Groupon. There is no reason. If a company is offering a service like LASIK surgery on Groupon, run. Why? What were you thinking?
And look at me, 2020. God damn it.
Right.
2020 still. I can see the camera.
Damn.
Meanwhile, take off your glasses, ho.
You know what? Now back to how they botched your nose job. So how long did it take to recover from your nose job?
It was like a week.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because they like, you can see this, like if you look at my nose, you'll see stitches.
Yeah.
On my, it was a deviated septum.
Okay. Did it help?
Yeah.
Oh.
I used to get like sinus infections all the time.
Oh, wow.
And now I don't. And now my nose is straighter a little bit.
Look at that hack job. I know. I hate it. I hate Groupon. I hate it.
So that is what happened. And okay, you have a valid point as far as looking
all the work you've had done,
but you were dragging me. I want to look pretty.
You are pretty.
Thank you. But
without that, I miss your old nose. That was my girl. That old nose was my girl. Yeah, I didn't know him when he got his nose job.
He did.
I thought he needed a nose job when I met him, and then I was like, oh, we've already had work done. Damn.
I have.
Back to the original question.
Yes, just look up LASIK.
No, but
but I would absolutely would.
Would you get more? Is a better way to say that.
I would, and I probably will.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I'm due for Botox. Probably. Look.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny we didn't do it for the show. Next season, we're gonna have the season 2 money. We're gonna come back to the Girls on All Stars.
Yeah.
The Girls on All Stars. We're gonna have our lips blown up and we talked about this. I would get my teeth done.
Oh, I want we want them to look fake.
I want blue teeth.
Yep.
What else would I do? I would do like lasers. I'm gonna do lasers on my face like for like anti-aging.
Oh, okay.
They're like lasers that you do on your face, but I have to wait for like my full oil to get back on my skin because of the Accutane. It took it all out. What else would I do? I used to hate my nose, but then now I love it. I used to hate my nose. Girl,
I know a person.
Fuck you. No, I don't want no Groupon. I do not want a nose job on Groupon. It's all the same. If you are willing to risk your eyes for Groupon, that's how, you know what? We talk about how cheap my best friend is. That's how cheap he is. That's how cheap he is. He went on Groupon for LASIK surgery. I will never get over that. And I'm so glad we brought it up in the show.
Yeah.
We'll never get over that.
It was something that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I know it's going to be expensive because I was blind as a fucking bat. Like,
were you really?
I was.
Oh.
I don't know. Like, I forgot what now I'm 2020. I forgot what I was before. But like when I had my contacts, it was like -7.
Isn't it risky isn't it riskier the worse your vision is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, but also like it is riskier. And then also like,
you told me this.
Separately, you have to have like a constant.
You told me this.
You cannot be changed within like a 3-year period.
Yeah.
Your vision cannot have changed within the 3-year period. And so my vision
because
was
it can just
gone.
It just can go back worse, right?
Exactly. Well, it's basically just like starting over.
Got it.
And like your eyes are going to be like, they're going to get bad again.
Do you have to get it again?
No.
Oh.
Mm-mm. He did mention like I got it for my nearsightedness. No. Yeah, my nearsightedness. I always forget like nearsighted versus farsighted. Like
nearsighted means you can't see
near, right?
I don't know.
Anyways, so I got it because I couldn't see far. But he was like, when you get older, you'll probably need reading glasses to see close.
Yeah.
Because the reading part is behind the eye.
Got it.
And then like to see far is like the front of your eye.
We should get Botox together.
Oh, let's do it.
We should do it.
You never got Botox, right?
No.
Are you scared?
No.
Okay.
You know what it was? I wanted my doctor, my dermatologist, or you've been to him, or you've been to her.
Oh yeah.
They were actually just voted #1 dermatologist.
Really?
And yeah, by the current.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But what I was saying is, I want them on the show.
Ooh,
and I want to film us getting
yes.
Botox. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Promo coming soon.
But what was I was going somewhere with this about them.
About getting Botox.
My doctor told me let's finish the because I want to do cosmetic stuff, and she's like, if your skin is still problematic, it's not gonna be worth it. So let's do the Accutane first, and then when your oil comes back, then I'm like, shoot me up. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing it.
Yeah, let's do it together.
Yeah,
on the show. I'm so down.
Yeah,
I mean, I already get it anyway, so I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, and you get it from a nurse too, right? It's weird when people don't get it from nurses or like from doctors.
Yes.
I'm like, why are you letting someone put needles in your face if they're not like...
If they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, at least your person's a nurse. Like, she knows, they know needles better than anybody.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I could go to someone who doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, that would scare me. Especially because, like, you could literally hit a nerve.
Is that inappropriate?
That's actually very appropriate. I was like not expecting you to look like fucking Winnie or what's the Hocus Pocus girl.
Cool. So one thing I wanted to make sure that we absolutely talked about this episode was how much aging is a real gift, especially for people our age.
Yes.
And especially for gay men and especially for Latino gay men, because there are so many obstacles in our way sometimes that we are just thankful to be at this age. I talk about it earlier in the episode, how, you know, I lost a really close friend of mine when he was in his early 20s.
Right.
And so I'm just, when I get down about like where I am in life and where I'm going, it doesn't happen very often, but when I do, I have to constantly remind myself how thankful I should be about aging, because it really is a gift.
Yeah. I also get in those headspaces, as I mentioned, with like the comparisons that I do sometimes with myself and like where I should be or where I think I should be. I'm like, no, I am where I need to be.
Yeah.
Like I need to remember that too. Like, everything that has happened in my life, I'm extremely thankful for, you know, from our friendship, to my husband, to like my family and like all of that. Like I just love it. And like, I really love my life. I can't imagine it any other way. But, and also like with that, like just aging you're right. It is such a gift. And, you know, since I lost my dad at such a young, both of us were so young like, when I lost him. It just reminds me even more. So like really enjoy everything about your life and don't regret anything. Like you are going to make mistakes, period. But it's really how you go from that. And like, all the things. And to your point about being a gift, also like as gay individuals, like thinking about history,
just a generation before us.
Right. We were not that far behind. We aren't that far behind from them as far as like remembering those that we lost because of the AIDS epidemic and everything that happened in the 70s and 80s, more so the 80s.
The 80s and 90s.
Early 90s. Yeah.
80s and 90s.
Yeah, because it wasn't even the 70s. It started in 80.
But even in the 80s, the early, people had it for 10 years when that's why the beginning of the 80s and then 90s. So for those of you who are allies that are joining the conversation, just a generation before us, I would say, where the gay community was devastated by the AIDS epidemic, and it killed so many people and so many friend groups and so many talented, beautiful individuals that we never got to see their full gifts.
Right.
And we'll talk about it in the next episode, because we're gonna talk about health. Or in a future episode, we're gonna talk about health.
One of them.
And it's just, I know that's why I'm just so blessed to be here, because we're reaching an age that a lot of people just a generation ago didn't get to reach.
Yeah. I think that's both we have that direct experience or the understanding as gay individuals. And I think also in the Latino community, just like, from my perspective, like the health component of it all.
Dying young.
Right. Of like all our comorbidities that we have, or because we are Latino, we're more susceptible to specific things, diabetes, for example, or just all the chronic illnesses that happen and the generational aspect to it.
Right.
Like I know my family, diabetes runs in my family. So I know I have to be extra careful as far as like my health and my diet and all of that. And like, it's just something that I'm going to, correct me if I'm wrong, but like I think we are so in tune of knowing all of that, so we take care of ourselves even more now. Yeah, right. Like we are bad bitches.
Yeah, no, we do it.
We also like we just take care of ourselves. Like, we have a face routine, the gym. Traveling.
Do it all.
Enjoying life.
Do it all. And there also is, for me, I think there's a particular joy in the wisdom that you have as you get older.
Yeah.
There's such joy in that and such understanding and happiness that I find in the older that I get and the more wisdom that I learn. It fulfills me in a way that I didn't expect it to when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was younger, I always wanted to be, I always wanted to be 18 or I always wanted to be 21. Or I always wanted
the next one.
It was always the next one. And I once I reached a certain age, I started reminding myself to keep doing that because it means that you can establish new goals and establish new things and be excited. I was ready for 33. It's our Jesus year.
Jesus year. Yep.
I was really excited for that.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Our podcast.
Mm-hmm. Resurrected. Ain't that right? You see that? Bring it all together. But do you want to roll into Don't Piss Me Off? Or you have anything to say? No?
Well, actually, like as it relates to the wisdom, I think I also too, I never really thought about that, but even as I was growing up, there were things where like, I don't know if you did this, but I did this a lot of like thinking about like my parents and like seeing my parents and I'm like, why are y'all like that? Or like, I don't understand why they do stuff a certain way or why they did stuff to us a certain way in particular. And now I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Like as far as like the protection and like, and like safety or like, I don't know, like knowing, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know like a specific example.
Okay.
As far as, like I'm going to use my mom, for example. Like she was super strict with me growing up.
Yeah.
I understand now more than I did as a child. Like as a child, I was like, leave me alone.
Right.
Like,
what was
why
it?
are you so strict? I just think like I am where I am in my life.
She wants you to be successful.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know it. I know that now. But like growing up, I'm like, can you like chill?
Right.
Like as a child, like you don't want your parents.
The strategy was right, but the tactics might have been a little off.
They were a little there. The
That's
delivery was kind of off.
Everybody, that's what happens. I think in all families. Like I know where my parents were coming from. Yes. The strategy was right, but some of the tactics, I'm like, we probably can sharpen that up a little bit.
We can twist them a little bit.
We can twist those off. But
I really love that now, like the wisdom as it is to aging, and now I'm excited. Like now I also know like if I ever do want, like if Roger and I ever want to start a family, whenever we want to, I know what to do. Mm-hmm. And I can twist those tactics a little bit and be like, hopefully this will land a little bit better.
Yeah. And you'll develop new traumas that you'll give them, and because you will, people, all parents try all the time. And you're like, man, I didn't mean to pass this down to them, but I did.
Right.
You're going to see I know it. Cause I know I have a bunch of things that annoy me about myself. I know I'm going to see my kids and be like, oh my God,
there's me.
That is me.
I wish my mom saw that.
Well, no, do we even need to transition to Don't Piss Me Off?
There's mine. Because like my mother-in-law, she will literally tell me, she's like, oh, that's me and him.
Yeah.
Like whenever Roger does something, that is specifically because.
And your mom's like, look around, everybody on mute.
Where did you and your brother get your anxiety from?
Mom. Your mom's like, shit.
It wasn't me.
These are grown ass men making their own decisions. Don't be blaming nothing on me. Got me tired.
Yeah. But I love where I am in my life. I love that being 33, and I'm even more excited for what's to come next.
Yeah, me too.
Like I'm definitely not falling into that trap, I guess how we can say, as far as like gays wanting to always be young, because I'm ready.
Oh, me too. Each new age, we're too much alike on some of these things. Right. We're so alike on that. Is your husband like that? Mine isn't. That's what I'm asking you.
He is. Mm-hmm. I really, I can tell there are things where I know what he's scared of about aging.
Right.
But ultimately, like in the grand scheme of things, I know he's like excited for what's next.
Yeah.
And like, cause we all talk about that as far as like, I'll like constantly remind, like, I love doing my life with him and like the things that we're doing. I'm like, I can't imagine it with anybody else.
Yeah.
And like, I know he feels that way too. And that's where I know he likes, that's what he likes about the aging component. But I know that there are things like, as we mentioned earlier, the things that we're scared of that I know he's scared of as well.
Yeah.
But.
All right. You want to roll in Don't Piss Me Off?
Let's go.
You want to go first?
Yeah. So for anybody that is watching for the first time, welcome.
Yeah.
But we have our segment. This is the Don't Piss Me Off segment where we talk about something as it relates to the topic today that just triggers us. That really pisses us off. And I'm like,
and I'm triggered a lot.
Especially as we're talking about aging. You're like taking it everywhere with you.
Yep.
But for me, don't piss me off. If you see an older person at a bar or somewhere that's a nightlife, don't dehumanize them or that was really hard, but like don't be mean to them or like don't talk about them, talk ill about them. Like there is no age range
that
says you can or cannot go.
Right.
You know, if you're over 18 or over 21, You're free to go. If you see someone that's older at the bar, go say hi to him.
Yeah.
Don't talk bad about them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes as gay individuals,
I've seen other people do it.
Yeah, I've seen other people do it as well, and it's just like it's an older person at a bar. They let them have their joy. If
That's
they
gonna be
liked
us.
it, right? 70 at the bar with a shot. Can I get a shot?
I know I'm gonna be annoying as an older person. I know I'm gonna be
Back in my day.
I know I'm gonna be so annoying. Can you imagine me now? I have an opinion about everything now. Can you imagine when I actually have the wisdom in my 70s?
I'm gonna tie your mouth
Oh
shut.
my God, I'm gonna be annoying. I'm gonna be like, well, back in the day, I'm like, don't let him criticize you. You should have seen what I've seen this guy do. Don't let him criticize you. I'm gonna tell your kids that. Do not let him criticize you. I can tell you the amount of things that he's gotten into. I will tell you right now.
I was gonna be mean with you too.
I know. You're like,
you know your daddy? He did this. So do it worse.
and well. And well. But anyway, for me, my don't piss me off is, if it is not a compliment to tell somebody, oh, you look good for your age. No, that is not a compliment. When someone's like, you're 33, you don't look 33. What? I want to look 33.
Supposed to look like?
But I want to look 33. That's not a compliment.
Ah, okay.
That's not a compliment. Don't say that. Don't say that. It's not a compliment. I don't care what anybody says.
I want to look good no matter my age.
But I want someone to be like, yeah, you look good and you're 33. Oh, you look great. Period.
Yeah.
Period. And I think it's same thing. I feel the same way about the being nice to the older generation. The generations that came before us in the gay world went through things that we can't even imagine. We have the freedom to exist. Now it's not perfect, but we have the freedom to exist in this world, in this country in a way that they just didn't. Ever. And they are the pioneers in our community, and we should be honoring them, not being disrespectful to them.
Absolutely. That's what it is, the disrespectfulness.
Yeah.
Because, like if...
Now it's yes, sir? Now it's yes, sir?
I would not call him sir still then. At that point,
I would.
I'm like,
yes, sir.
I don't know. Hopefully I don't come off as disrespectful with someone.
You do.
Do I really?
Yes, and I cannot wait for you to watch this back and see yourself and just like internalize it. No, you don't. It makes sense. I have a question for you though.
Yes.
Because you are a silver daddy.
Okay.
Does graying bother you?
Not at all.
Because if you can't see, Jake has beauty, and I've always told you this. I love your salt and pepper hair.
Yes,
I love your hair. I went platinum a year ago because I wanted to look like that.
You look like my brother.
I know. Oh yeah,
my brother has full white hair.
Yeah, but it looks good. It looks good. But
he wears it very well.
Both of y'all have. So it doesn't bother you going gray?
No, the grays don't. But like, no shade to my brother. But like, if I had my brother's hair, I think I would color my hair.
Yeah, it would.
Because that itself,
his looks good though.
It looks good for him. Like, he wears it very well, and like I think it really does fit him.
Yeah,
it just wouldn't fit me.
Yeah,
like he has a full Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson Cooper.
Like that's how he is.
Cooper Anderson,
and he's and he's 35. Like he's only 3 years older than me, but
in trade. But anyway, well, thank you all for joining us this week, and we'll see you next time.